Wrestling Podcast, Episode 6. Uh, and
Welcome to
review.
What Culture Pro Wrestling.
What Culture Pro Wrestling and review of
Oh
the
shit, sorry, wrong show.
Night of Champions. Why why is Triple H booking Monday night and Fridays better than Vince McMahon
I'm Simon
and,
Miller.
and Bruce Pritchard ever good? Long-term booking.
And I got my friend over here, Adam Pacici from What Culture Wrestling. Oh
Cultaholic
shit,
now.
sorry, wrong show.
Cultaholic now. Cultaholic, you uncultured swine. Come on. they don't work at Wall Culture anymore. Anyways, we have a Night of Champions review, and then Raw predictions because Justin and Cheryl will be fighting for the little $5 bin championship. Let me pull up the card. So we
The
have
Dollar Tree World Title.
the Dollar Tree World Title, baby. So we have.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, my mom just gave me the best name ever. The Kmart Blue Light Special World Championship.
All right.
There it
So we
is.
have Sami Zayn, Penta versus Braun and Bronson Reed. Finn Balor versus The New Day versus Judgment Day. Gunther will appear ahead of his sub. And then Sheamus takes on Rusev.
That's what we say about everything that goes
So it
smooth.
looks like
And apparently, Ray is gonna have some sort of special announcement.
Yeah, she's opening the show, I think I saw.
So
Is she pregnant?
So I'm gonna miss because I'm gonna be she's pregnant. There you go.
no.
Because the show starts in a couple hours. Actually, about an hour.
All right. Anyways, Night
Yeah,
of
it starts at
Champions.
6.
Night of Champions. We'll get into our predictions later. Night of Champions. The King in the Ring. The match I thought would be the co-main event. Opened the show, and it was probably arguably the best match of the night.
That's like pink, a chameleon pink.
Uh,
And the shades of purple.
Cody wins as we all predicted. Cody, this is how
That
we were gonna
that
go.
whole show, that whole show was way too predictable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't say anything, Justin and Cheryl, because you all both got picks wrong when you picked Jacob Fatu. When me and Ryan picked solos.
No, but I'm just saying, except for that
Well,
match,
yeah, but
No,
the
there's
rest of
no
it was
yeah, but.
highly predictable. Like we all had a feeling there was going to be fuckery in all those matches somehow.
Yeah.
I gotta say, the biggest surprise of the night was
I
Cody
don't think I was
working as
I
a
think
heel.
they overdid it a little bit. I think they overdid it a
No, like
little
that was
bit
the
on this
biggest
with the
surprise was
Cena
Cody
CM
working as
Punk
the heel in
match.
that
That
match.
was just
Yeah, well, Cody's turning heel at SummerSlam, so because they kind of
which I
teased
kind of
they
cool,
teased
actually.
they teased the Cena babyface when he was getting destroyed by Seth Rollins. And what the fuck was Penta doing at fucking doing his dance for like 3 minutes straight while Cena's getting his ass beat?
That was funny.
All right, so it kicks
Yeah,
us
that was
off.
just
Cody and Randy Orton will kick us off. They go back and forth, back and forth.
Good match.
Great match. Ref goes down. Randy Orton takes off the turnbuckle. It backfires. Randy Orton hits it. Cody Rhodes hits
Well,
him.
if you think about it, Randy did kind of go down early
Yeah.
because of his back.
Yeah, so Orton used the chair as distractions. Then he took off the turnbuckle. However, Rhodes used it to his advantage and spiked Orton into it, and then hit the crossroads for the win. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes.
Something, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes is your 2025 King of the Ring, which means Cody Rhodes is heading to SummerSlam to face WWE,
Juan
WCW,
Chana.
WCW, WWE's
Juan Chana.
undisputed champion. More likely John Cena, because the next PLE or PLE-like event is Saturday Night Main Event, and I don't think John Cena is losing that title there.
No.
Next
I don't
match,
think he's competing on it.
he might not even compete, right? I thought originally he was going to face Ron Killings, but then they had that match early, and they fucking did absolutely nothing with it. Then we have Rhea Ripley and Rodriguez, and which was okay match, and it was okay match. I do like the ending.
Raquel did do good in that match. She improved a lot.
Rhea Ripley is now 5-1 against Raquel Rodriguez in her career. Her only
Her
loss.
bestie.
Her only loss. Uh,
I think it was a tag team match.
I think it was NXT. I think she.
Yeah, I think it was like a tag team match in NXT.
No,
And
she dropped the title to Raquel.
Yeah.
I think she dropped the title to Raquel.
But I think that was when she was running around with Dakota.
Yeah, I think that's when because they called her up like right after. No. She dropped the title to Charlotte. Yeah, I think her one loss was a tag team match. You're right. I forgot freaking they buried Rhea Ripley. They gave her to Charlotte early on. It could have ruined her too if it wasn't for Judgment Day. All right, this was an okay match. It was an okay match. Moving on, Rhea Ripley won. I'm not shocked that she won because I'm just shocked that Nikki Bella didn't show up. I thought Nikki Bella was going to show up and they would set up a tag team match between the Bellas and the Roxanne Perez.
And they beat it.
But I have a feeling they'll do that this week or next week to set it up because Evolution is not this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday. So
No, but like Justin said, we could possibly see it tonight.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We could probably see it tonight.
And then come out and
Maybe that's the announcement by Rhea. Rhea comes out to announce something. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez attack her, and we might not even get Brie Bella. We might end up getting Nikki and Mommy at Evolution.
right.
That might be what the announcement is. Anyways, which is probably the upset of the night, which a lot of people were not happy during this match. This is probably the first time I saw Sammy get booed during a match in a while. A lot of people have been pushing for Cross. A lot of people want Cross to get his push. There's a rumor going around. The reason why he's not getting a push is because he refuses to take bumps. This match was a good match. In the end, Sami Zayn won. I don't think this feud's over with. I think they have 2 more matches. I think this will all culminate together.
Culminate.
Yeah, culminate together at the end of SummerSlam. Sammy gets the first win, though. I think Cross will get his win back at Saturday Night Main Event, and then Sammy will ultimately win it at SummerSlam. Up next, we have Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. Solo, I hate you even more. We have a debut and a return in the same match. Tonga. Is it Tama Tonga? It was Tonga Loa, right?
Tonga Loa.
Tonga
Yes.
Loa, not Tama Tonga. Tonga is still on the shelf. Tonga Loa returned.
Yeah.
He returned first. Yeah, that's Tama Tonga. Yeah, he's still in the psych wards. He can't get that takeoff. Tonga Loa returned. The lesser of the two, in my opinion. Tama Tonga is the better of the two, because he started as a single star. Even though Tonga Loa has more WWE history. Anyways, Tonga Loa returned to it. I think he tacked Jacob on the ropes. When the referee was
Yeah, hit him with like a twisting neckbreaker off the top rope.
and then Jacob Fatu hits his finisher on Solo, and the ref again distracted. Guess who finally fucking debuted?
Talatonga.
After what? Talatonga, yeah.
Talatonga.
They call him. They're saying Hikuleo.
Hikuleo.
It's Talatonga.
AKA Hikuleo.
Yeah, Talatonga finally fucking debuts. Looks massive as shit and beats the shit.
After what, a year?
Yeah, after a year, it beats the shit out of Jacob Fatu. I have a weird.
Choke slams him onto the table.
I have a weird ass feeling that we're heading for another Bloodline War Games. I don't think Seth Rollins' group is going to be part of War Games at all.
Unless they do too.
Unless they do Yeah, they do.
Like no women's one this year.
I don't really think there needs to be a women's one this year because there's really no group of people. I mean, if you look at it, if Liv doesn't get hurt, maybe you do Liv, Roquez, uh, Roxanne, and Julia versus Roquez versus
Let's put their names together. Replays.
Roquez, Roquez, uh, against Stephanie, Rhea, uh, Nikki Bella, and probably someone else. But I don't think they're gonna head that way. Like I said, they might be doing two war games. But anyways, because the reason why I say this is because the rumor is right now is when Roman comes back, he won't be feuding with Seth Rollins. He will be feuding with Solo and the Bloodline. He will be inserting himself back into the Bloodline to help Jacob Fatu. So we're probably looking at Roman, Jimmy, Jacob Fatu, and a potential debuting Zilla, because Zilla after this match teased that he's coming to WWE with a tweet to Jacob Fatu. Which, I mean, would make sense because they teamed with each other in MLW. They
Oh, stop it, both of you.
So
Hey,
Zilla
both of you, stop it.
is obviously the next man.
We're not doing anything.
Shut up, Justin. Zilla is
What's
obviously
wrong?
the next. He's the next Samoan member of the family
Well,
to join.
I also heard Lance. Lance and why he's also Saturday.
Lance could come as well. I just don't think Lance is going to be thrown into.
Simone Scotty.
He's not going to be thrown right away. I think Lance is going to go to NXT. I think out of all the guys, I think
No, Zilla's the one who's going to NXT.
Lance is worse than Zilla. Zilla can actually wrestle. Lance can't fucking wrestle to save his life.
Lance is a tag team guy, like Jimmy and Jay.
So I think ultimately, if we do get another Bloodline War Games, that's probably gonna be the war. Man, just fucking hop on, Ivan, you dumb bastard. Unless he's not in the gas station. So anyways, yeah, Solo wins. He's the new U.S. champion. Jacob Fatu is obviously gonna win it back. Ryan, so. Jacob Fatu's obviously going to win this back at SummerSlam. Probably from the returning Roman comes back and helps Jacob Fatu win back the championship. So he'll probably return the same way he returned last SummerSlam, like towards the end of the match. All right, so let's get into Botchamania in the next match. Someone who doesn't deserve to even be on the main roster. Her ass should be in NXT, honestly. Jade Cargill defeats Asuka. This match has won almost everyone except for Ryan because he picked Asuka. But Ryan would win because of Solo. This won Anthony the PWC Championship. Like again, congrats, Tomko. You are the PWC champion. So the match, it's a good match. I mean, honestly, Asuka carried this fucking match from start to finish. Then we get to the end. Asuka goes for her new finisher. Jade ducks out. Jade hits her finisher.
Literally looked at my phone and the match was over. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. Jade, Asuka goes for the finisher, misses her. Jade puts her in her finisher, pins her, but pins her so terribly that Asuka's shoulder is up on the mat. The ref still counts.
Wait, didn't we have that same pin last year at this event?
I don't think we did.
Between Randy and Gunther?
Yeah, but I think that was on purpose. Because that was to set up Randy versus Gunther later on. This was a complete fucking botch. This was a complete fucking botch. She never did it. Like,
no, but they might end up turning into a story.
They might turn into a story, but why would they? Because Asuka's she's destined. She's going to face Io at SummerSlam. She might even beat Io at SummerSlam, to be honest. So I don't see why this is just a complete botch that they're gonna probably throw under the rug and forget about it. Uh, it's an okay match. Cargill moves on. She's the queen of the ring. She will be facing the obviously she'll be facing Tiffany Stratton. I don't think it's gonna matter because Naomi is gonna win. Naomi will be walking out of SummerSlam as the new SmackDown or as the new WWE Women's Champion. And we're going to be getting a returning Bianca who's going to turn heel on Jade Cargill. And we're going to get a new little tag team of heel Bianca, heel Naomi. Bianca desperately needs to turn heel. She has become stale. She looked, if you, honestly, I thought they were going to turn her heel at WrestleMania because if you looked at the end of that match when Io was holding the title, Jade was giving her the dirtiest look ever. Uh, but this is keeping Bianca out for a little bit and having Jade win Queen of the Ring. And I think Jade she'll beat Tiffany, but I think Naomi's still walking out as champion. Uh, I have a
How many
feeling.
wardrobe malfunctions see in that match?
What, Justin?
I said, how many wardrobe malfunctions are see?
How many wardrobe malfunctions we're gonna see?
I don't know, not as many as if Zelina Vega was in it.
Anyways, let's get to the what we call a mess of a main event. Holy shit!
It was
Uh,
like
It was
clusterfuck.
chaos.
so I have a
It was like
feeling.
the purge.
I have a feeling Seth Rollins is cashing in on Cody. We're gonna get Seth Rollins and Naomi. Probably night one, Naomi. Night two, Seth Rollins. Walking out as champions. That's how I would do it. As much as I don't want Jade Cargill main eventing a PLE, I think you do Jade Cargill, Tiffany night one. Uh,
If I
Cody,
say
Cody Cena night two.
if not if not him cashing in on Cody,
Cashing on
have
Gunther.
him cash in on Gunther night one and help Cody night two.
I don't think Cody's gonna be the new member. I don't think they're gonna add a new member until later. Uh, they're
No,
still
because his whole thing is he wants every title to be with his new group.
Yeah, but I don't think Cody's part of their group. I think Cody's gonna be his own. When Cody turns heel, he's gonna be his own thing. I have a feeling there's talks. I forget who's rumored. There's talks of that they're thinking about adding someone from NXT, Ethan Page. They're talking about adding Ethan Page to the group, which honestly, he would fit well in that group.
He would.
He would fit well with Seth Rollins. Uh,
I don't know. Do you really think their egos will
I knew you were gonna
work
say
together?
that. I knew you were gonna say that.
Well, yeah, there is that. There is that.
There's also talks that Ricky Saints might be part of it as well, and I said, I honestly, I don't think he would fit there.
Again, ego.
Ego.
No, if you put Ricky with anybody, Ricky will turn heel and go with Cody.
Well, I don't think they want to turn Ricky heel.
Either in real life.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna turn Ricky heel because right now Ricky is so over with the NXT crowd. Uh, it makes more sense for it if they're gonna add the next member it'd be Ethan Page because one, he's already a heel, and Seth Rollins can take him under his wing. Even though I think he's at the same age as Seth Rollins.
Around.
So he's 35. Seth's what, like 37?
Something like that, yeah.
39. So he's about 4 years.
And they're both
So, but
they're
anyways,
both girl dads, so it works even more.
yeah. So anyways, this match goes back and forth, back and forth. Punk the night before, it's a Punkonomics. Uh, the Doctor Punk life. John Cena, you're burying more people than the Undertaker. Uh, it was great. That was great. We got that one. My favorite though is still Kurt Angle. My least favorite was fucking Big Show. But anyways, we got back and forth. Then the ref gets knocked out. Seth Rollins, no, Punk is about to win. And the ref gets knocked out. Then Charles
Sorry about that. My mic died.
what happened?
My mic just died for some reason. I'm
So
back.
so Charles comes out. Poor Charles. He's
Truck
probably
like
he's the
hell.
he's the ref. He's the when you need a ref bump, you call him, man. When you need a ref bump, you
No,
call him.
I was praying if Braun wasn't on the other side of the ring, watching Charles run down like that, and just see Braun Breaker just spear him and get
Hey,
mowed over by a Mack truck.
he'd get fined, all right. I don't think Braun could be forward in that right
Who
now.
cares?
But anyway, Cena would
Daddy will pay it.
Cena would
Seth will pay it.
Cena smacked the shit out of Charles, sending him down. But then Rollins tries to cash in. Breaker and Reed are beating the shit out of Cena. And then Penta comes out dancing 3 minutes, taking his sweet ass time. And while in the back, we see Cena getting his fucking living life beating the hell out of him. The
It makes me
funniest.
think of when Jeff Hardy made his debut in AEW. Matt Hardy was getting his ass kicked, and Jeff was just standing on the
Fucking,
entrance ramp dancing, doing his fucking thing.
it's like, dude,
I was like,
that
"Oh shit, my brother!"
that's why I think Cena's turning face at SummerSlam because they teased that. Cena looked babyface all the way up until the end of this, where he did the same thing he did to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. He hugged Punk, and then he had that terrible face where he went to go kick.
Evil look at his face.
Yeah, evil look in his face. He went to go kick Punk. Punk blocked it, went for the GTS. Hit it, and then briefcase came out of nowhere by Rollins. He hits a stomp on CM Punk. Then Seth Rollins is pulled out of the ring, or by Cena. Cena pins Punk to retain the title. We're heading for Cena versus Cody, probably night 2 main event for the WWE Undisputed Championship, where Cody eventually will win back the championship, where I think he'll be a heel. So overall, I give it a B+. Had some good matches. Congratulations, Ryan. Congratulations, Anthony. You are inaugural champions. Later today, I'm going to make a concept for a new championship, the World Indie Classic Championship. So we have a little bit of a mindset of what's going to happen at going towards SummerSlam. So we have at least 2 matches, our 2 championship matches, probably our 2 main events, potentially. Even though I don't like it, I don't think Jade Cargill deserves to be in the main event. If it was up to me,
Actually, we have 3 because you got to think Gunther versus Goldberg.
that's at Saturday
That's
Night.
a Saturday Night's main event.
Oh, I thought that was good.
No,
Yeah,
that's in Atlanta.
Saturday
That's
Night's main
good.
event's in Atlanta.
It's
yeah.
gonna main event Saturday Night main event, which my fear is Goldberg's gonna win that match, and is gonna walk off into the sunset. So we have a little
Then
clarification.
debut another new title.
No, they'll probably strip him of the title, but he'll just beat Gunther. And maybe that's how we get Sami Zayn to win the championship, but I still think Sami's winning the Rumble. The next time we go to Saudi, Sami is gonna stand tall, and he'll be the Royal Rumble winner. But SummerSlam, looking at it, I think we're probably heading towards Seth Rollins and Punk, probably a one-on-one match at SummerSlam. They could even fight it. We're probably getting a tag team match. We're probably getting. What do you think? Punk, Cody versus Seth. Or we could probably do a 6-man. Cena might be part of that too. I don't know if it fits his character, but
Walk out of it.
yeah, do like a 6-man tag match, and then it leads to Punk or Cody and Cena. I think we're gonna get Cody and Punk and Rollins for sure. I think Punk goes over, and then later that night, Seth Rollins gets the final laugh when he cashes in and wins the championship. I think we're getting Solo versus Jacob Fatu, obviously getting it at SummerSlam to get Jacob to win back the title.
And I have a feeling it might be in some sort of a
No,
cage match to keep.
Pat,
Yeah,
Pat, you
or-
stay.
I'd do Hell in the Cell, man. I would do Hell in the Cell. Because we're not getting bad blood this year.
That's what I said. Some sort of cage match.
True. And then obviously Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton, and then Io versus Asuka is where we're heading for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. So, in other news, Drew McIntyre, they have no plans for him at this moment. He's been very vocal on Twitter. He also recently uh, attended
Got the band back
the
together.
band back together, baby. The 3MB attended. He attended.
We're a three-man band.
He attended. He attended his buddy Jinder Mahal's wedding, and they all posted
With Heath Slater.
with Heath Slater. Heath Slater looks big, man. So Drew,
Slater's got jacked.
but before that, Drew posted on Twitter about CM Punk's his press conference and how the crowd was chanting his name. Are we heading towards a Drew McIntyre CM Punk feud again? I don't think we are. I think Drew was just tweeting that for shits and giggles. Because remember, he's still technically a heel, and that's what he does on Twitter. I don't think he'll be a heel when he comes back. I don't think he will. I think he's set for a big babyface run. If you look at it, the crowd right now, without him being here, they desperately want him. All I've seen from fans is they want Drew to be back. I mean, there's multiple signs saying every time CM Punk comes up, they.
Oh, shut up, Marcus. You just put your daddy back.
No, I'm being serious. Like every time, especially when it's Punk, there's signs in the crowd that say they want Drew McIntyre back. I think ultimately he could.
You want your cat daddy Drew back.
The cat, Daddy Drew, Daddy Drew. Cat Daddy Drew.
I am going to add one more thing. I actually just read it here. Zack Sabre Jr. has won the IWGP World Heavyweight title back from Hitoru Gato at the most recent New Japan event. So Zack Sabre Jr. once again, New Japan World Champion. I just want to throw that in there. That's a big win for him. And he might have had a one-off appearance with WWE, but that man's career is still on fire.
Was he in the original? He was the original
Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah, I thought he was in the original NXT UK tournament.
Nope. Cruiserweight Classic. Nope.
I don't think he wants.
He was in a Cruiserweight Classic.
I don't think he wants to come to WWE, but you know what? Yeah, IWC, because he had an amazing match with him and Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
I think that was at.
He's had amazing matches with Ospreay. He's had amazing matches with Ricochet, Claudio,
Kenny
Omega,
the Bucks.
Yeah. The list goes on. That man's an awesome technical wrestler.
Yeah, he is.
Danielson. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Moxley for good door.
So, like I said though, added to that, I don't think Drew's coming back to be a heel. I think once he's back, he'll be a big baby face, and he could potentially be the one. I think when he comes back, he's destined to be a world champion sometime either at the end of this year or sometime next year. I think he has a run in him. He's 40 years old, but he looks like he's still in his 20s. We'll see what they do with Drew when he comes back. Right now, they don't have anything for him, and honestly, I'm okay with him being out. I mean, yes, the upper card desperately needs a guy like Drew. You can see how much they miss him with the repeated matches every week, but ultimately, when Drew comes back, he will not miss a beat. But like right now, if you're hurt and they don't have anything for you, I think the best is just to stay home and relax and rest up and get ready, because Drew put the company on his back last year with him and CM Punk.
Yeah.
That Hell in a Cell match, arguably one of the best matches in a long time. So go ahead, keep resting up, Drew. We'll see you when you're back, probably later this year. Either as a heel or a babyface. I still think it's going to be babyface, because when he returns, he's going to have a huge pop. But let's get into tonight's predictions, because Justin and Cheryl have to fight for that Walmart $5 bin championship. Raw tonight's Raw matches. Let's get into it. All right. Okay, we have the Rhea Ripley announcement. And then we have,
I think Gunther's coming out too.
yeah, so we have the tag team match. So this will
Gunther's
be
got to
worth,
run his mouth.
the tag team match will be worth 10 points. Then we have Sami Zayn, Penta versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Then we have Sheamus versus Rusev. Okay, let's kick it off with the tag team match. You both have New Day winning.
Yup.
Yeah.
All right. Sami Zayn, Penta, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Justin, you go first.
Braun and Bronson.
Cheryl.
Braun and Bronson.
All right. Sheamus versus Rusev.
Rusev.
Cheryl.
Yeah. Yeah, probably Rusev.
No, I think
I'd prefer Sheamus, but
I think Sheamus needs a win.
Sheamus is my first instinct. You know what? I'm gonna go with my first gut and say Sheamus. I'll have that one be the tiebreaker.
All right. Congratulations, Justin. You're going to win the $5 bin championship.
He probably is, and that's okay.
my gut does tell me Sheamus needs a win, though. All right, AEW. We have an all-in pay-per-view coming up in a couple weeks. Not excited for it at all. How about you, Ryan?
What's that?
All in.
Not excited at all.
I haven't. Not really. I'm actually more excited for is it Resurgence?
Oh, the TNA.
No, Slammiversary.
Slammiversary, yeah.
Yeah,
That
Slammiversary coming
main
up.
event between Joe Hendry and
Is
Trick Williams.
I'm more excited for Slammiversary
Yeah, that main event between
than All In.
Joe Hendry and freaking Trick Williams is gonna feed families when Joe Hendry wins that title back. So we have, like Ryan said, we have also Slammiversary. So these next 2 weeks we're going to be doing nothing but predictions. I mean, even though we're supposed to.
Yeah, we have Joe Hendry versus Trick. Fatal 4-way ladder match for the tag titles. The Nemesis, the Hardys, First Class, and the Rascals.
Yeah.
And then Moose versus Leon Slater for the X Division title.
So we'll
Like,
keep an eye
like
on
that match card alone sounds amazing.
Ultimately, though, let's get our predictions in now because I don't think we're gonna.
Yeah, but you gotta think we still got until the 20th for that one, so it's probably gonna add more.
So we'll do predictions for All In this week. Next week we'll do our predictions for the weekend because the titles will be on the line. I'm thinking Ryan, you'll defend your title against the Mark. Mark, you'll fight Mark. Ivan will fight the winner between Justin and Cheryl, and the loser will sit out this week. This PLE. Because me and Anthony will be fighting for the PWC Championship, the best of 3. The first to win the 2 PLEs. 2 of the 3 PLEs that weekend will be crowned the world champion. Ryan, All In, we have a lot of matches. Right now, there's only 4. Looks like 5 matches, or is it 4? 5, because we have the 2 casino gauntlet matches, the Unified Championship match, the AEW Women's World Championship match, and then the AEW World Championship match. Do you want to go from left to right, Ryan?
That's all the same weekend as
Yeah. But we're doing
Evolution and all that too.
Yeah, we're doing our predictions now because we're not going to be able to really focus on that. So.
Oh, they haven't even released a card for Evolution yet.
No, yeah, they did one match. JC Jane and
Wow, one match.
We'll probably find out another card tonight. But this is.
I'd say let's wait till next week.
Even though it's not going to have any effect.
And just do like a big prediction.
I mean, we can still
Yeah, because I
talk.
think there's nothing going on this weekend,
So we'll still
and then
talk.
next weekend we'll put in our predictions for that weekend.
We can still talk about this. You know what? What we could do is put our predictions in for the World Indie Classic Championship. But anyways, we can still talk about these matches. So it looks like we have the women's gauntlet match and the men's casino match. I have a feeling Athena's going to win the women's casino gauntlet match because they're in Texas and that's where she's from. Uh, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. Once Mercedes wins that women's AW Women's World Championship, she's not losing that title for a long time. The men's is obviously going to be either Darby Allin or MJF. I think it's going to be MJF
Darby
because
Allin hasn't returned yet.
who?
Darby Allin hasn't returned yet.
Yeah, but because he was climbing Mount Everest.
Yeah.
But he might be back. That's what I'm saying. He might be back that show up on that show and he'll win the casino, or he shows up and he beats John Moxley. At the next PLE at Wrestle Dream or All Out, he beats John Moxley at All Out because I don't think Adam Page is winning that title. One of the IWC community YouTubers, JD from New York, 206, kind of put up a point that this does not feel like Adam Page is going to beat John Moxley the way they made it feel the last few weeks. It could change. I mean, it could be a swerve for a swerve. So we'll see. But like the match of the night's probably going to be Toni Storm versus Mercedes Moné. And sadly, Mercedes Moné is winning another championship. This will be what? Her seventh?
Sadly.
What?
Something like that, yeah.
Sadly.
She'll be winning like her seventh fucking
Yeah,
title.
yeah.
She's
Oh.
the belt collector. So
Gotcha.
Modern day belt collector.
fucking
Move aside, Kenny Omega.
Sebastian.
Speaking of Kenny Omega, he's in this on this PLE as well. The AEW Unified Championship match between him
Stop
and
it,
Okada.
Chaz.
We're getting Okada, Omega. What 7?
Oh, you really can't call it a PLE for AEW because you still got to pay for them.
PBF, not PLE. PBF, pay-per-view. Which is ridiculous, even though they have it all on Max, but you're still paying the regular price for a fucking pay-per-view. It should just be fucking paying the Max price and just have it on there. But nope, Tony Khan wants to fucking make more money.
And Amazon Prime, you're gonna do the same thing.
But according to Tony Khan, they're not in waters right now, even though yet they fucking are. Like the viewership and the fucking attendance are fucking down. So we have Omega versus Okada 7. These two always put on a banger. I will not be shocked if they put out another banger. I still think their best match was Okada versus Omega 2 on that Iron Man match between the two. That was an amazing match.
No, he's not doing anything to you, Jazz.
So that's
Landeskog.
what we have for AEW.
Yes.
Like Ryan
Stop
said,
it.
we have Slammiversary, we have Evolution, we have Saturday Night Main Event, we have Great American Bash. Speaking of Great American Bash, as we'll round this week's podcast up, it's looking like
I see you, Sebastian.
Looking like our main event's going to be a triple threat between the Rula Oba Femi versus our boy Thomas.
Jasper Troy.
Our boy Thomas Jasper Troy and my boy Inonoma or Yoshi Inamura. Be a hell of a match. Ultimately, though, I do think when we get to predictions, Oba will retain because we're gonna get a singles match between Oba and Inamura at Heatwave. And I could see Oba dropping the title then, but I don't think, like I said, I don't think he's ready yet. He'll drop the title probably at New Year's Evil, and then show up during the Rumble, have a match at WrestleMania, and then they're gonna push him to the moon. So I don't think there's gonna be a female. There's not gonna be a women's match. Maybe for the NXT Women's North American Championship. We could probably do. I think
Oh,
ultimately we're getting Sol Ruka versus Zarya for the championship. But also congrats to Julia. She is now the new women's United States champion. She defeated Zelina Vega on Friday night. We had one title change on Friday night. The other two matches, Tiffany Stratton beat the shit out of Nia Jax. I enjoyed that from start to finish.
good,
And then
good.
the Wyatt Six and the Street Profits are still tag team champions, right?
Yeah.
That ended in a no disqualification because I believe every team at the end of the night they beat the shit out of the Wyatt Six.
I smell a ladder match.
Yeah, I can see that at SummerSlam.
Tag team Money in the Bank.
Yeah, no, I don't. They had a concept like that. They were teasing that a couple years ago, but they just dropped out of nowhere. All right, so we'll see what happens this week. I'm sure Obafemi will respond with Jasper Troy tomorrow. We'll see what happens tonight. Good luck. Good luck, Justin. Good luck, Cheryl, for the $5 bin. Walmart $5 bin. I don't want a title. We'll see you guys next week for episode 7. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Man.